Hello sunshines, welcome back to my channel, Nikki the Creator, and I am Nikki. If you're new here, welcome. If you are not new here and you've been here, welcome back. Y'all know what the deal is. All right, so we're gonna jump right into it. Today's topic is very exciting for me because this is the topic that literally made the switch go and everything unfolded in my life literally in less than 1 month. Like, I was trying to manifest, and I'm going to use the word trying because trying was really the word. I was trying so hard, and then like this knowledge, this piece of information made me automatically relax, and everything came flooding into me in less than a month, like back to back to back to back to back. The money, the person, everything that I wanted. All right, guys. So we're going to talk about shifting you into your new reality. Sorry, not shifting into your new reality, shifting into your new identity, right? And before we get started, make sure you click the link down below. I have a free ebook of affirmations that I have cultivated that covers love, self-concept, and money. Click it up. It is absolutely free, no cost. I also do have a course that you can buy as well, and I am offering coaching. Few slots are remaining. I think about 5 slots are remaining. Please grab them up before I close booking for now until I open it up again. All right, and maybe another 2 weeks. All right, guys, so let's jump right into it. Now for the juice, now for the tea, now for the juice. We're gonna jump right in. All right, so how do you identify yourself right now? And I will give an example if you do not know how to answer that question. You may say, well, I'm beautiful and I'm the girl that I get the guy, but he never usually stays, and guys usually have to leave me before they fall in love with me, and da-da-da. You may have these stories running in your head. Oh, money is hard for me to make. These stories that you have running in your head are your beliefs and your assumptions about yourself. And these beliefs and assumptions that you have about yourself, it's what's making up your identity, because this is what you're identifying as. So when you meet a guy, if the assumption that you have is that guys leave me, then they fall in love with me, then that guy will proceed to fall into that category. Even if he doesn't necessarily do that to other women, he's going to come into your life and fill in that story, right? So now, when you want to shift your identity, it's most times because what's happening in your life you're not pleased with. You're not enjoying it. It's not fun. You don't want it. You want more. You get what I'm saying? You want less. Whatever the case may be, you want the change. And so this is why they say manifestation of your desires is a decision. It's not no woo-woo. It's not magic. It's not witchcraft. It's just a mental decision that you want change. When you think of wealthy people, when you think of people who are successful in whatever career they want, when you think of celebrities, they made a mental decision that this is what they want, and they didn't take their focus off of it. Okay? So now that we have that established, so before we move forward, think of what assumptions, beliefs you have running about yourself right now, whether they're good or whether they're outdated. Think about them all, whatever. Okay. Now you want something new. And so the reason why you want the new is because you want the feeling that comes with that. So you want a loving relationship and you want that thing. And it's because that thing you believe might offer you love, might offer you security, might offer you stability, might offer you fun and joy. But before that thing can manifest, you must be it. So yeah, you have to identify with it before it actually physically materializes. That is how law of assumption works. Your thoughts turn into a belief or an assumption, and those belief and assumption is what plays out into your everyday life. So in the old version of you, you may be saying money is hard to be made. It is now an assumption. And so what your subconscious mind does, because your subconscious mind never tells you no, it always gives you what you want, right? So if you're telling your subconscious mind the belief that, oh, money is hard to be made, that is the story that you are identifying with. That is the story that will materialize into your life. Now, when you want to change, think of you as your ideal version, right? That may be that you have the money that you want, the relationship that you want, the career that you want. You're inducted into the school that you've been fiending to go to, okay? Now, when you think of yourself with those desires, What feelings, what emotions do they evoke? What emotions do you feel? So let's think about school. You're accepted into the school of you that you've always wanted to get accepted into. You may feel excitement. You may feel proud of yourself. You may feel intelligent. You may feel secure now that you know that you can go down the career path that you've always wanted. You may feel celebrated, right? Okay. Before the actual acceptance of the school, feel that now. That is how you shift into your new identity. You have to now identify with the feeling of being celebrated, of being a man or whatever you associate with. Man, woman, you now have to show up as the woman that is celebrated. You now assume that I'm celebrated. This is why affirmations come into play, because when you're saying I am, you are saying this is who I am. This is who I am identifying with. And you're telling your subconscious that over and over and over again until it becomes a belief and it has no choice but to materialize into your physical world. Now, the part that gets people shook, or I feel like the part that gets people it gets people doubtful, is that the current circumstance does not reflect what they've been telling themselves. So, for example, you want that loving relationship, but in this current world, in this current reality that you have, you may not have the loving relationship yet. That is all because it's what you're paying attention to. You already have it. Now, let me explain what I mean by you already have it. When you sit down, you ever sat down and you went into a kind of daydream and it felt so real that when you open your eyes, you're like, oh shoot, I forgot that I was even sitting right here. That is so crazy. That's because you already have it. That's because that version of you already exists. All you have to keep doing is tapping into that feeling, tapping into that feeling, tapping into that feeling. When you take your focus off of that feeling and go into, but where is it? You're delaying yourself. You're delaying yourself, not the person, not the desire. Your desire wants you. Just like how you want it, your desire wants you. Your only job to shift into your new identity is to continually tap into that feeling. Tap into that feeling. You don't have to feel, meaning like emotion, the feeling of knowing that it's already yours, knowing that you're celebrating, knowing that you're loved, knowing that you're worth it, knowing that you've always been the prize. That is what you're tapping into. Now, when the emotions come up, do not suppress it, let them out. That's why meditation is always suggested, breath work, EFT tapping, so that you can release the anxiousness, release the doubt, release the distraction, release the need to cling, to overdo it, because you don't have to overdo it. Remember, before you became consciously aware, you've always been manifesting. From you were a kid, you've always been manifesting. You're just now consciously aware and deliberately doing it. Nothing has changed, nothing. So all you're doing is tapping into the knowing over and over, because you go through different states throughout the day, right? So you may not be able to stay in it for the entire day, and that's fine. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get it. It just means you have to tap into that version. And the more you tap into that knowing is the more you are being the person that has it. When your old identity tries to come at you like, well, you remember when he hurt you? You remember guys always leave you? It is your choice, your decision to either focus on that old identity or be like, no, that's the old me. That's the old me, gone, outdated. I don't need it. I'm on this. That's why manifestation is simply just a decision. There's no extra steps. There's no extra elaborate things that you need to do. Now, the reason why people do techniques like journaling, scripting, self-talk, or all of those things, is just to kind of help them stay elevated throughout the day, help them stay elevated and hopeful. And I wouldn't say hopeful, knowing that they have it already. All right, guys, that is all. So what have we learned here? What have we learned here, creators? What have we learned here, creators? That to shift into your new identity, all you have to do is be that version of you. Think of your desire. Think of how you're thinking, you're acting, you're dressing. Think of everything. And just be that person. Be that man. Be that woman. That is it, guys. If you still find that you need help, if you still find that you need a little bit more, don't be afraid to click down below and connect with me through coaching. I don't mind helping. I love it. This is fulfilling to me. I love passing on this knowledge to you guys. But I promise you, everything that I'm giving you in this video is really all you have to do. This is how I changed my life. And this is how my life is consistently changing in an amazing way. It's really phenomenal how quickly it happens too. Once you really decide that you are powerful and you're just being. That's it, guys. Be that person. That's how you shift into your new identity. Thank you so much. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Nikki the Creator, and I will be back.